YouTube, what's happening? I'm in Osaka. I'm wandering around. I'm being a tourist. And I've got to say, this is one of the coolest cities I've ever been in. Some of the best food I've ever eaten. But yeah, I'm not a travel influencer, so you're not here to hear about that. I'm here to check out these records, and I'm in King Kong. So I had a look about in the shop, went straight to the Japanese music section, listened to a bunch of records, and then came away with some heat. I'm back in the home studio, got the King Kong bag right here. Let's see what I picked up. Yeah man, so I listened to a few things in there and this one was really speaking to me. Definitely got a couple of samples on here I can flip. This guy looks serious as all hell, so let's get this onto the record player and start making a beat. When I listened to this in King Kong, there was like 2 tracks on here that was like, definitely I could sample them. So today I think I'm just going to go for the easier one. I know I'll be able to make a hard beat out of it, so let's get it on the record player. That's it. I've got the part I need into the MPC now. That's sounding like this. So cool little guitar vibe, cool little bit of bass. I don't know, because I'm going to pitch this down, I know this vocal sample is probably not going to sound too good. So realistically, this part of the loop and this part's the same. So this has got the deeper bass and this has got the vocal. So I'm probably just going to use that section of it. I got the sample chopped up now, sounding like this. And that's me pitched it down quite a bit, 5 semitones, sitting at about 83 BPM. So I kind of just play the loop as is, I just leave it as a loop. But there is one thing I do, is instead of playing this note here, I go to the start of the section of the vocal, and at the end of that phrase, I took the last chop and reversed it. The reason I've done this is because I've thrown in my own kind of violin part, and I'll let you hear how those two sound together. So that sounds like this. So you can see how that violin that I've added, just those kind of 2 notes I've played over the sample, sounds really good with the reverse sample. So next I threw in a bass line. I tried to use the original bass line from the sample. What I tried to do is filter out the first note, then play it on 16 levels, but it wasn't sounding as good as if I just threw my own bass in. So my own bass is pretty simple because the sample's quite melodic. The bass line's kind of simple, so I usually go one way or the other. If the sample's simple, I'll freak the bass line a bit more. If the sample's quite melodic, I'll just keep the bass line simple. So it's just literally a few notes, which is like this. Deep bass, does what it needs to do. Then just tying everything together, I've just got this one long string note. Just playing that, just quietly in the background, just holding everything together. Next up, threw my drums in, kick, snare, hi-hat, open hat, cymbal, and just some percussion sounds just to spice up the beat a bit. Kept the drum beat really simple with this one. Just wanted a hard knock, and it sounds like this. So that's, yeah, all the drums are really doing in this beat. Just hard drums, just slapping along. Then just adding some of my own musical elements onto it, some of my own parts. I've got a simple bell bit playing. And this just comes in and out of the track in different parts when I need to switch it up a bit. Really simple, it's just like 3 or 4 notes. As well, I've got this pad kind of sound that I'm using as, I guess this would be a kind of hook section. Just a few notes just to add something interesting to the track. That sounds like this. And that's that really. Dug into the record a little bit more and just took a sound out of the record that I liked. It was just this kind of strummed guitar chord, which just quietly hits in the back every now and again. You might not even notice it in the track. It just kind of hits before the 8 bars switches up or the 16 bars switches up. So it'll go, and then the strings will kind of roll it into the next part of the track. So yeah, that's everything that I wanted to put in this beat. The sample's kind of doing the heavy lifting. I've just built up around that with some nice drums and added a few more musical elements. And yeah, this one came out hard. I'll let you listen to this and I'll see you in the next video.